Hello my people, welcome Lucy B here. First of all, I want to say so sorry for not posting my video for 2 consecutive weeks. The problem was beyond my control, so that's why I really apologize, and I want to say thank you for clicking. As you can see, the title today is Age Gap in Africa, Consent and Rules. Yeah, so as you know my people, age gap has always been a big thing in Africa, especially for young girls and older men. Yes, you find that younger girls are normally get married to older men. It's become like a normal thing. This is normally due to maybe religion, due to cultures and others, which now, or arranged marriage, something like that, which is now like, as African, we are used to that, even though we don't like it, but we are used to it. But now I feel like it's time for the government to like take it serious, to change the law for the age gap, age gap. I feel the government need to come in, because so many like weird things are happening, and some are like they are really extremely, and especially when I say consent, age gap need to be considered when consent is involved. Like, I'll give for example, like I saw this young girl, she was this older man. Okay, you know, age gap in Africa has always been accepted, especially it's like become normal, like very old men marrying very young girls. Sometimes it's due to culture, sometimes it's due to religion, and sometimes due to family situation, because you find sometimes family they are struggling economically, so they decide to like give their daughters away to this rich neighbor, or this very old rich neighbor, and so that the old person can help them. Sometimes it's like a business, like a family friendship, that they decide to marry among themselves. But then you find that a very young girl, maybe from even like 12, they will just marry her away. Others even go as far as 9. And for this young girl, because in that community they believe it's normal, but now time is coming, some are now, their eyes are open, and some may not accept. So I feel like the one that don't want to get married because they feel like it's not right for them, I feel like the government should step in. I feel like the government should put as a rule, everybody can only marry after 18 years, because this is 2025. This old culture, this thing, whatever, need to change. Forced marriages and all that need to change. And not only that, okay, so for the young girls has been accepted, but when you come to the other side of older women marry younger men, has not been accepted. It would not, many parents, many community would not recognize that. But of recent, because of the social media, many have started seeing that in the Western world, an older woman can marry a younger man. But you see the problem with Africa, when they learn something, they do it extreme. They just do it completely extreme, which has made me to talk about this, because I saw one which like really I felt like so bad. Okay, there's this older woman who decided to like help this young man, and then I think in the process they fell in love, or for her maybe she was already eyeing the boy. But when you look at the lady, she's old, like 2 or 3 times older than this young man, and because the young boy was struggling, he had no money, and the old woman picked him and was giving him everything. I think he just went along, but he was not enjoying anything about that. So now wanted to leave the relationship after he has gained, the woman has like sponsored him, has given him everything, like, you know, build like properties and all that. Okay, here there are 2 things here, one bad or good as well, because one good part of it was, first of all, this woman, the boy wanted to leave, and the woman didn't want to leave, let go the boy, because the boy is young and the woman is old, and according to the boy, he has not enjoyed anything living with that woman, and also the woman was now controlling her. The woman sometimes locked him in. So when we talk about consent here, it's like he's not consenting to this relationship. It was just problem that drove him there. And also another thing, that old woman should have treated him like a man, but because she is rich, she has the power, so the boy says sometimes the woman would lock him up, which really I got concerned, which is, I feel like is not good. And also it was also good on the other side to teach the boy, or to teach young men out there, because we all know of recent, especially in Africa now, of recent, many young African men are going for rich older women. Most of them, they go for these rich older women, and when they go, they don't go for the name of love, They just go to use them so that they can put them wherever they want to go, to like level them up. So especially some of them has really affected the women in the Western world, because in the Western world, age gap, like a older woman loving a younger man, is not really a problem, but in Africa it's a big problem. them. But also these young men in Africa, they don't really love these women. They are just online. They are for money. So online, because they are not gonna meet with these women, they can say anything. They can say any sweet word to these all elderly women who maybe nobody has told them something that I love you, maybe something they've never had. So this boy, they would tell them all the sweetest thing these women need to hear. So for that, many women have lost money because some of these Western world, which is, I think everyone knows about this, some of them have lost like 10,000, 50,000 pounds or dollars or whatever. They've lost lots of money because of this. So the Western world is aware of that when it comes to older women loving younger men. But it's just of recent, older women in Africa are starting to love younger men. But the one I saw this time, it was a bit extreme, which I felt like the government should have stepped in. And also they need to consider, if you want to love a younger man, you need to consider consent. If the young man want to love you, is okay with it, that's okay. But if the young man does not want to love you and he tells you like, I can't be with you, I feel like there should be some respect. The older person should respect. Like for this case, it was really shaming because you find a woman is supposed to be a grandmother to this boy was fighting this boy that she loved him, which to us Africa is so weird. It was so weird. What I saw, it was really shaming. And to make the matter worse, we came to realize that this man he was telling the older woman that, look, I have a wife, I have a child. And then even this old woman, after meeting the wife of this young man, she was fighting the young woman, which was so shaming. A old woman who is like very old, like 2-3 times older than this boy. She was fighting with the young girl, the girlfriend to this young boy. And in that time, I just felt like, because this woman is very rich, she has power, whatever, I felt like in this time, in this period, the government should have stepped in, or the government need to step in. Because if someone is telling you love is not by force, because look at it, this woman has she has enjoyed everything, she has had all her children. The children are now like big kids, and this boy is young. He need to also have his own love, his own relationship that he love. He need to have children as well. So now if this woman is saying there's no way, because she was saying there's no way this boy is gonna leave her, there's no way. So now you look at this older woman saying this boy has to marry her by force. I feel that is very wrong. That is very wrong. And yes, I know, okay, it's very wrong for me. For this side, I felt that was very wrong. And I felt like, because now the boy maybe now have no option, the woman is still gonna, the woman kept on pursuing the whatever. Even when he met this young woman, he was fighting with the young woman, and it was so shaming to look at. Because of that, I just like felt like African country, because of the current situation, what is happening now in social media, when it comes to age gap like this, I feel like African government need to step in. I feel African government, they need to change the law, this law of age gap. It need to be a consent, but also age gap needs to start from 18. If someone is 18 and they consent to that love, that's okay. Yes. Another thing which I like about what happened here was a lesson to younger men who go for older women. Because that woman, the way she acted, if all young men could watch that, it would teach them a big lesson to be careful the kind of older women they go for. Because this woman was not letting this boy go. He was giving hard time for this young man. She was saying there's no way he can leave that boy. He has invested so much in that boy. Because many young men, they always use older women and then leave them to cry, and this woman would like really get like heartbroken. But this woman showed this young man that you cannot just like come and use me and leave and go away. I'm gonna show you, I'm gonna treat you, I'm gonna hurt you the way you've hurted me. So that was bad also, but also a good lesson to all the younger men out there. Yeah, because another thing, the way this woman was behaving was really extreme. For me, I felt like because this woman had no shame. She was not fearing nobody. She was telling this guy openly, forgetting that this boy might have also a mother, dad, brother, sister. She was saying she was gonna deal with the boy. If she cannot take her, this gonna show the boy. It's gonna take everything. While the boy, she forget that even the boy was saying like, okay, despite that you gave me all this property, you gave me because also me, I was buying you. I was giving jigging you. I was, we were having intimacy, which I was satisfying you on the other side. So the only way you could pay me was by buying for me property, giving me money, like looking after myself. But the woman was not accepting any of that. Yeah. So I felt like the way the woman was behaving was a bit extreme, because sometimes as we get older, I felt like maybe something was not right with the woman. Maybe developing dementia. With age, sometimes we develop dementia, even though there are other factors. We all know that dementia is caused by diseases and conditions that might damage the brain cell, and age being the main factors, apart from other age conditions such as genetic, lifestyle factors, and even an injury. Might be someone like get injured in their head like 1 or 2 times, but age being the biggest factors actually. So with the woman at that age, because the way she was behaving, it could be like maybe she was either experiencing ALM, dementia, or she was already getting dementia. But when people, they don't know, because you don't expect a grandmother to come openly, she knows camera on her, and saying, I love you, you cannot leave me. It's like talking to her grandchild. I love you, you cannot leave me, you have to be with me, forgetting that this boy is young. He need to also have his own life, have his own family, have his own children. That one alone, it just like, so the only thing was the government need to get involved and set rules. Consent, when someone doesn't consent for this age gap, the law should need to step in. And also when somebody, like, I think also age gap, there need to be a limit. Like maybe if it is really big, 15, not, I know like many has bigger gap, like for example the French president Emmanuel Macron. I think the age gap between him and Brigitte Macron is roughly about 25 years different. Because look at it, this people met when like Emmanuel Macron was only like 15 years and Brigitte Macron was maybe roughly about 39, 40 there. But also that depends, because the thing is, there are some young men who really genuinely love older women. That is a different thing. Especially in the Western world, you find younger men, they are genuine younger men who truly love older women. In fact, I saw one who said even like he loved wrinkles. If you see women with wrinkles, he love. That is genuine. That's okay. You know they love them. But this one where like they just fake it, they just whatever, and they don't want it. It's like if they don't want it, they shouldn't force them. It shouldn't be like accepted. The law need to step in. Yes. So I feel like now with this current modern world, African president or African leaders, they need to step up and say all marriage will have to start from 18. If somebody is an adult and they consent to it, then it should be accepted. But if they don't consent to it, it should not be accepted. And nobody should force someone. You cannot, love is not by force. Like I saw one man. Can you imagine? This man started helping a girl of 14. This man was about 60. So this girl come from a poor family. They were neighbors. And this man decided to help this girl in school. So this girl and the family, they accepted because they look at him like he's a rich man who is just feeling sorry for the poor young girl. But in this man's mind, he was paying for this girl, paying for her school fees because it was her future wife. He did not even talk to the parent. At least the girl was too young maybe to talk to. At least if maybe I talk to the parent. I don't know. Because that was, when that one now, you'll categorize that one as arranged marriage. At least could be understandable. But he started helping this girl until the girl, after the university. Now when the girl graduated and now she want a man that she met at the university, the man became mad. He said, he was helping this girl. It was that was his future. He was building his future. Can you imagine a man of 16 paying a 14 years girl and saying that is his future, that is his bank? Can you imagine, guys? Now this girl get a man, want to marry now this man. Even now the girl even and the boyfriend say, okay, if because of your money we will pay your money. The man did not want. He did not want to, and he did not understand. He just wanted. He said he will not accept their money. He just want to marry a very old man. Want to marry a young girl who has just got a bright future. Even the parent, they pleaded, okay, let us sell whatever we have. The man saying no. And this is the time when I would want to call all the African leaders to step in. When it reaches this kind of situation, African leaders, laws, we need to put laws there, rules. You need to step in and just bring the man and say, no, look, you are too old, man. This is a young girl. She has got no children. She also need a future. This is when they should, not to leave the power in the hands of the individual who have money and they think they can do anything to anybody. I feel the government, African leader, it's time you need to step in. You need to put rules there. You need to put laws there to protect the young one. Put law there. Say for you to marry somebody, they have to be 18. And secondly, they have to consent. They have to accept that they want to get married to this person. If they don't want, you should not force people. Marriage or love is not by force. These are human beings also. They have feeling. You already live all your life. You already old. And now you want to take this young person, stop their enjoyment. You want them to stop them to also have their life. Is that nice? Is that really good? Is that fair? That is so wrong. I need to stop. I felt so bad. When I saw this girl, how she was crying, how she was pleading with the man. And they even say, we are gonna pay. The man said that girl was his investment. Can you imagine? Guys, his investment. A young girl. You already have your children. His wife died. Now you start paying. When you're rich, you can help neighbors. If you have money, this is what I preach. Say help others, lift them up, but it doesn't mean when you help them they should now pay back. If you want them to pay back, tell them from the start, say, look, I'm gonna pay you, but in the end you have to be my wife. I'm sure if he has told this young girl that, I will pay you after university, but then in the end you have to be my wife, I'm very sure that girl was not gonna accept. Even the parent, they were not gonna accept. But this man, in his heart, in his mind, this was his investment. And the same like this woman, she has all the money. She meet this young man. The man must marry her by force. She forget that this man is young. What ashamed me most is her fighting the girlfriend of this man. That really ashamed me, and I felt so bad. Is that fair? That is not fair. I plead with the government of Africa. With this social media, with what is going on now, people now, they're adapting. They see things in the Western world. African, we like copying the Western world style, which is okay. It's not bad for a young man to love an older woman. As long as they love each other, they are compatible, they agree on many things. It's okay. But also I feel like the government need to do 3 things. Number 1, the young person need to consent, has to accept. Number 2, the person that you can marry should be at least 18 and adult. Number 3, the age gap. If it is big, I feel 25 is still too much. I feel like it should be 15. If it is big, should be 20. Let the age gap be 20 or 15, but not 25, not 30, not 40, not even. I saw one which this one is in the Western world, but this guy, he loved older women. That is okay. He was 30. The age gap between him and the woman was 30. But they loved themselves so much. Even though the woman was kind of scared, but the young man, when the parent got concerned, the parent got mad. The young man said if he did not marry that woman, he was gonna die. Actually, he tried to commit suicide. And because of that, the parents say, okay, no problem, we allow you. And they live happily. They live so happily together. That is okay. That's what I'm talking when I talk of concern. But then this one where you just want you're old, you want to force yourself to a young person, you should be ashamed of yourself. It's not right. It's wrong. So I plead with the African government, you need to step in. Increase all the age for marriage should be 18. Look after the young ones, please. And let them accept. Let there be a consent. No marriage, no love should be forced. You cannot force love. So now, say this young girl decide to marry this older man. This girl is not gonna be happy. The rest of a young girl, she's not gonna be happy for the rest of her life. She's gonna be crying. Her life is gonna be miserable. Why this old man will be enjoying? He has already enjoyed his life before. Now he will continue to enjoy just when this one is suffering. It's the same with the boy. So I feel the government of Africa, you need to do something. You need to step in. Create new laws. It's 2025. There are things that we used to do happen in before 2025, before the modern world. Now they have changed. Also, our life, anything around our life also need to change. Yes. So like I said, when it comes to age gap, especially older women loving younger men in the Western world, it's okay. It's normal. In Africa, it's a taboo. It's just now that maybe people are beginning to get used to it. Yes. But again, some of them, they are doing it extreme. They are using power, which is not good. They are using wealth. I know before younger men have exploited the Western world women, like the white ladies. They've exploited them, yes. But now you cannot do that in any older Africa, within Africa there. She will show you Pepe like like this woman has shown this boy Pepe. Yes, it's true. She is good also. She she's teaching younger men a lesson, because most younger men in Africa now, they're just like after any woman who works, who earn a lot, these women are vulnerable. Maybe they've been left by their husband, they are single, they long for love, they long for someone to tell them I love you, they long for somebody to give them that, and now you take advantage. It's not good, because let me me tell you something. The younger men in the Western world, when they go for older women, they genuinely love them and they will take care of them. They will treat them like, like the normal love. They will really pamper them. They just live normal relationship with whatever. But you, our younger African men, you mistreat the older women. You exploit them. You use them. Just you want to level up. That is not good. Not good for them. Not good also in the eyes of God. So it's best you work. If you're a man, you need to work hard for your money. Don't just wait to just grab from women. It's not good. And remember, karma. Some of you maybe they don't know. Karma does work. Karma will catch up with you. And when karma catch you, like the way it caught up with this young man. Imagine this woman is not ready to give up all her property. This man is she bought all the big cars for this young man and she promised to take them away. And this young man has a girlfriend, has a child. Now just imagine, because this woman is very stubborn. She said she was going to take everything. Imagine she take everything. That is karma. How is it going to behave? How is it going to start again? So you need to be careful. Whatever you do it with love. Be careful because karma exists. I've seen lots. Karma is there. If you think karma is not there, karma is there, my friend. Yes, so I just want to plead to the African leaders, please change the laws of marriage. Change the law of age gap. It's high time, 2025, you need to change this. Please help the young girls breathe. Help the young boys also who are doing out of stupidity and then they find themselves in a situation where they don't know how to get out. Help them and teach them as well. Thank you.